coming out to play on the 19th for Barbados and stuff, I was always keen to go on and play professional cricket for my country. I got the opportunity to represent CCC, which is combined campuses and colleges, and I think for me personally at the time it was a really good opportunity, me being young and stuff. Obviously, the Barbados team was very hard to make at the time. A lot of guys like in and out of the West Indies team and stuff. So it was a great opportunity for me, and I was really happy at the time. It was a dream come true. I mean, me coming up as a kid in Barbados, I played like all the junior levels. But of course, like a lot of people in the Caribbean play junior levels and never really and truly go on to play senior cricket. So for me, breaking into the senior team was really important for me, and I worked on it like for a few years after, obviously like leading up to under-19 and stuff, and then after under-19. So it was really good for me, and I actually debuted in my first game with two of my friends as well. They debuted as well, so it was really good. I think although cricket is not big as it relates to like the American born and raised public, I think that because they have so many expats in the country that it's still big for us, Caribbeans and Indians and Pakistanis or whatever the case may be. So although the whole country don't know about cricket, I still think it's very big. It's a very big sport in the country. Obviously, as I said, like a lot of expats follow the game and play the game in the country. So I feel for me personally, over the next few years, it's gonna be really good, to be honest, with the major league and obviously we representing the country in World Cups, stuff like that. Yeah, for me personally, I think when I look back at my journey over the years, I think I had a few hurdles, like any other cricketer, to be honest, or any other sportsman. A few injuries that stopped me from playing a couple tournaments or maybe a few series and stuff like that. I think I would say I was a bit unlucky to not make some teams or not play in some teams sometimes, and that's how it goes sometimes, you know. For me personally, I think it made me stronger. I think it made me wiser. I think when I look back at the journey over the last couple of years, especially as it relates to cricket, me playing for USC and stuff like that, I think I learned a lot, to be honest, as it relates to the hurdles and as it relates to not only as a cricketer, but as a person, for me personally. For me personally, it's a good thing for me. I have a very big support system. My family back home in Barbados and obviously my friends and stuff. So I keep in contact with my family a lot and my friends. They're really supportive of me and they keep in contact with me as it relates to my cricket like every single day. I get calls, messages, whatever the case may be, FaceTime calls. They ask me how I'm doing. They ask me mentally how I am in the moment as it relates to injuries and stuff. If I don't play a game, they know. They definitely try to watch every single game. Sometimes my parents wait up to like all 3 and 4 a.m. in Barbados to watch me play, rather maybe in a different time zone or whatever the case may be. So my support system really and truly over the years was really good, and I think that's one of the main reasons that I get over my hurdles. I don't have to go through it alone. Yeah, I think it's really important for any sportsman, to be honest. Family is the most important thing. After obviously like being religious and serving God and stuff, I think family is the most important thing, and to have a family that's very supportive is important to me, and I've been lucky to have a family that's supportive over the years. Kind of tricky one. I think at the time when I played my first international game, as it relates to T20, I was already previously in the team for a few years or maybe a year before that, I think. But we play a lot of ODI cricket. We play a lot of 50 over cricket. At the time, I think the ICC had changed the rules to any T20 game played between any two international teams would be an international game. So it would be a T20I. And yeah, we had a series in Dubai, I think it was. And yeah, I made my debut. So for me personally, it was like just another game for US, but it was really and truly counted as a T20 international game. But I was in the team, obviously, and I was vice captain, I think at the time, playing for like the last however much series, although it was not T20 cricket. So for me, it was not like really a big change, if you get me. It was just a different format. For me personally, my preparation don't really change much, to be honest. I like to keep things simple. I'm very big on basics, so I do a lot of drills, whether it be power hitting or whether it be like basic drills, like for every shot. At the time when I made my T20 international debut, leading up to that, I was playing a lot of 50 over cricket. So really and truly, as it relates to preparation, it was just a switch in mindset. Maybe I have a different role in the T20 team than the 50 over team, stuff like that. So it was really and truly a mental thing for me. My preparation as it relates to staying fit and as it relates to doing drills and stuff like that was pretty much the same, to be honest. I think every team I play for and every tournament I play in is really important for the journey. For me personally, as I see cricket or any sport in general, I see it as a long-term something. And I think any team I play for, I learn a lot, whether it be me playing locally or maybe me playing internationally, or like whether I playing with some of the best players in the world, like obviously playing for Seattle Orcas with the Classens and the Decots and the Parnells and whatever the case may be. So I feel is for me personally, it's just a case of learning as much as possible, regardless of whatever tournament you're playing in or whatever series you're playing in or whatever the case may be. For me, I like to learn. I like to ask a lot of questions, and I always want to improve. Firstly, as it relates to hosting a World Cup, I think it was a great thing, to be honest with you. I think it opened the eyes of a lot of Americans. I've been getting a lot of calls, a lot of messages and stuff like that as it relates to the American born and raised public. That's something that we've been speaking about over the last couple of years. We want to really and truly attract the Americans more as it relates to watching cricket and supporting us and building a bigger fan base and stuff like that. So I think it's happening slowly, and obviously it started with the Major League and the World Cup being here in the US. As it relates to me captaining the World Cup, I think for me personally, I've captained the country previously before the World Cup and stuff in a few series, a few games and stuff like that. So it was like just another game for me, just another tournament for me. I try not to overthink a lot, but obviously captaining that World Cup is a great achievement, and I really enjoy it. Best moment, I think before the Canada game, I really enjoyed the 100 I scored against Scotland. I think it was a really good knock, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. And then before that, I scored 100 against Namibia a few years back, and that actually helped us to gain ODI status. So I was really pleased about that knock as well. And then obviously in the World Cup, the first game against Canada, we know Canada is USA rivals, so it was really emotional for me, to be honest, the way I bat and the way I bring home the game for the team. And then leading up to that, I mean, the game after that, obviously we played Pakistan, which is a full member nation, and for me to win the game for the team and to get over the line for the team was really pleasing for me as well. So I had a few like innings over the last couple of years playing for USA that I'll never forget. As long as you put in the hard work, as long as you work smart, regardless of the situation, sometimes in life, not only in sport, sometimes in life you feel stagnant or you feel like if you're not in a place where you're supposed to be. But at the end of the day, once you're putting in the hard work and you're working smart and stuff like that, I think that you're exactly where you're meant to be. I think I'm a big believer in God, and I think that nothing happens before it's time. So for me personally, regardless of the situation, if you come across some hard times or some hurdles, that hurdle is in your way to help you grow. Mentally, physically, whatever the case may be, is to help you grow. So don't see it as something negative.